everybody, Corporate Vegan is back in the kitchen, and this week I'm going to be showing you how to make macaroni and cheese. Honestly, a true staple in this household. We make it at least once a week. So how do you get started? Well, first off, what you want to do is get your oven preheated to 425. We've already done that step, so it's already ready to go. Now the next piece, with our macaroni and cheese, we like a little bit of crunch. And so what we're going to be doing is adding some roasted chickpeas on top. And so we're going to get started on that first because it takes the longest. It takes about 30 minutes to get it to that nice crunchy consistency that we want. And so we're going to start with the chickpeas first. But as that's going, I'm going to be showing you how to make the sauce. And now for the sauce, what we'll be using instead of nooch. I know, it's almost like a sin to say that out loud, instead of nooch. But yeah, instead of nooch, what we're gonna be using is liquid smoke. Now liquid smoke is so savory that it kind of replaces that cheesy flavor that you kind of were used to with macaroni and cheese. And so we'll be using that instead. We've been doing that a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Now, as important as the liquid smoke is to this recipe, nothing compares to the cashews. So the cashews are king in this recipe. Now, you want to let your cashews soak for at least 20 minutes, but the longer the better. The longer they stay soaking, the creamier and smoother the texture will be for your cream sauce. All right, so first things first, let's get started with the chickpeas because I am starving and I really want to dive into this deliciousness. So chickpeas, I've already strained and I've washed them really, really well. Reason being, the more that you wash your chickpeas, the less gassy you'll be, and that is highly, 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 highly recommended. So get your chickpeas, throw them into a mixing bowl, and then you're ready to get started with the seasoning. And so what you want to do is put in 1 tablespoon of cumin, ground cumin. Toss that in there. You want to throw in a teaspoon of paprika. That's a teaspoon right there. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder each. That's a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, just like that. And then just a pinch of cayenne pepper. Now I was testing to see how spicy cayenne pepper was before we started this to see whether I needed, a 1/4 teaspoon or just a pinch of it. Yeah, you just want to go with a pinch because this stuff is spicy as hell. I had no idea, but yeah, really, really spicy. So just give that a mix. Make sure that all of the chickpeas are coated really nicely. If you have to, get your hands in there and just start mixing it up. It's totally cool. They're going in the oven. Doesn't even matter if you wash your hands or whatever. It's still fine. All right, so after you mix the chickpeas really well, throw them onto a baking sheet, spread them out evenly so they cook evenly. And then, last step, before you throw them in the oven, is just season a little bit with salt and pepper. And you just throw them in. Throw them in for 15 minutes, check them, maybe spread them around a little bit more, and then cook them for another 15 minutes, 30 minutes in total. While the chickpeas are in the oven roasting, you can get started on your cheese sauce. Now there's 10 ingredients to this cheese sauce, and I'm not gonna go through each and every one of them with you, but I do wanna call out 3 of the ingredients that you're probably not familiar with. So the liquid smoke, which you've already seen, the tamari, and the apple cider vinegar. Now, I've separated the wet and the dry ingredients, and I'm going to throw them or mix them together in the magic bullet. Now, it doesn't matter which go in first, the wet or the dry, because they're all going to be mixed in together anyway, but I'm just starting with the dry first. So then you just pour them all in. Now this recipe should make about 2 cups, which is perfect for a full pack of pasta. Now, if you look closely, you'll notice that this is not macaroni. This is rotini, which I honestly thought was fusilli pasta, but hey, you learn something new every day, I guess. But you know what? It really doesn't matter. This recipe will go well with any kind of pasta, trust me. All right, so I've finished blending the cheese sauce. Honestly took about 4 seconds. So now is the moment of truth where we take a look at what we've got. And the consistency that you can see here is quite liquidy, but that's okay. What we're gonna be doing is throwing this into a pan to get it nice and hot. And once we do that, the sauce is gonna thicken and resemble the traditional mac and cheese sauce that you're used to. So I'm about to throw the cheese sauce into the pan, but one of the things I wanna do first is taste it. Now, I'm getting a really smoky flavor, so that's likely due to the liquid smoke. So what I'm gonna do to kind of combat that a little bit is just add a little more salt and pepper. Add some pepper because I didn't add it into the sauce mixture, into the pan, and hopefully that will help kind of curb some of that smokiness. Now that I've got the sauce in the pan, I'm gonna heat that up for about 3 to 5 minutes on medium heat. And in the meantime, I'm gonna throw the pasta in. Now, that should honestly take about 3 to 5 minutes as well. And what do you know? The chickpeas will be ready in about 5 minutes too. I love it when a plan comes together. So the next time you see me, I'm gonna have a delicious bowl of mac and cheese. That's neither mac nor cheese. All right, so that's it. Honestly, under 30 minutes and you too can have this beautiful dish. Just take a look at that. It was like perfect amount of sauce. Beautiful, I've already tried it. The salt and pepper did wonders on curbing some of that smoky taste. It's unbelievable. And check out these chickpeas. Look at how crispy they are. Oh my God, that was an amazing one. All right, so to plate this, really straightforward. All you're gonna do is sprinkle some of these chickpeas on top of your mac and cheese. You know what? No, I'm gonna throw in way more than that. Yeah, this is amazing. And what we've also done is we've cut up some purple cabbage. Now it's gonna give it just a great pop of color, and let's be honest, it tastes incredible. Now what also would be good that we don't have is some celery. So if you cut up some celery and throw them on top, that crunch is just to die for. So there you got it, guys. Very simple, straightforward recipe, take you under 30 minutes. If you want the recipe details, that's in the description below. Now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Every single week, I'm gonna be sharing with you simple, straightforward recipes that you can do on the fly. You know me, I'm a busy guy. I need quick recipes that are wholesome and delicious, and that's what you get from this channel. So stick around, and I will see you guys back here, same time, same place next week. Take care.